it's Betsy, and today we have a fun video. We're going to be testing out the Notoriously Morbid Path of the Dark Side palette. Now, this palette was released on May the 4th, or May the 4th be with you, which is, you know, understood to be Star Wars Day, you know, even if it's not a national holiday. So this palette was limited edition. They don't have singles of this, but that doesn't mean that they won't ever. And I am excited for this color story because I think it is so beautiful. Now, I pre-ordered it and just received it. They were having issues getting some of the packaging, so I'm perfectly fine with that. This palette did retail for $45, I think. So we're gonna start off by swatching her, and then we're gonna do an eye look. And part of the reason why, even though it's not available, I wanted to show again the quality of Notoriously Morbid shadows, because these are handmade. I love their theming behind it. So first shade in here is Super Sith, I can't even say it. Superstitious, Sithish. So the Superstitious, I can't even say that, is a white to pink duochrome. You see it's very shiny. You can even see it on my finger. It is a beautiful color. Then we have the shade Sith Please, which to me is a cool tone taupe. Kind of, it's like almost a gray, but not a gray, I guess is the best way to put it. And then we have Sith Happens. So that's really pretty too. So you can kind of see that's like a maroon, it's almost, but it's dingy. These are gorgeous. This is such a unique palette. Then we have Sith Suspicious Minds. So it's like a black, or no, almost navy. It's got a lot of sparkle to it. Very pretty. Very pretty. But that way you can kind of see what Notoriously Morbid is all about, because I think that it's such a unique brand. Then we have Sith Me Baby One More Time. Sith is such a hard word to say, at least for me. So that is Sith Me Baby One More Time. Okay. Next up, we've got last but not least on this row, which is Absinthe Minded. So that's Absinthe Minded. So that's more gray, whereas the other one was more navy. Pretty. Then we have Down with the Sithness. These are some punny names. Oh, that's really pretty. So, I love that color. Love that color. Then we have Sith Sense, which is like a true red matte. Oh, that's so pretty. Okay, and then we got one more, which is Season of the Sith. So, I gotta swatch it with this hand. This is so cool. Look, black to red. Oh, this is gorgeous. So this is the whole color story. I'm trying to show you. See how you can see on my finger how it switches from red. It's kind of a little difficult to see on the back of my hand, but it is still so pretty. So that is the color story behind this palette. I think it's gorgeous. And I wanted to play with it because my friend Ruby, for my birthday, got me these adorable Kate Spade Minnie Mouse studs, and the red and black, and then that came in, and I was like, you know, what is it whenever serendipity, when like the fates align, where it's like everything comes together and it's like, oh, this is what you should do today. So that's what I'm doing. Oh, and in case y'all are wondering, because I talked about my tattoo, this is my Ohana tattoo. Nadia has the same one. This is my birthday present from her. And Nadia hand drew this. Isn't it cute? I love it. Just can't go out in the sun much right now. And gotta keep it protected, all that jazz. But you know how it goes. You know, it is what it is. So I have already primed my eyes with the NARS tinted smudge proof eyeshadow base. And look, it is almost empty. I had to pull out the thingy today. So I am excited. That is almost done for And that is another product, another one bites the dust. But talking about Notoriously Morbid too, is this gives you a chance to kind of see their shadows, and they do a lot of limited edition stuff, but everything is kind of well, it's not kind of handmade, it is handmade. So to me, it's a little bit more worth it. So we're gonna go in first into that bright red. And now the names aren't on the front of the palette, so they're only on the back. So I'm just kind of going and telling you what they are. Now there are only 2 mattes in this palette, which is fine by me. I don't need a ton of mattes. I have no issue using a matte as a shimmer, or a shimmer as a matte for typical placement. That is a beautiful color. But I want to use as many colors out of this as possible because I still paid for it. But my friend Kara from Beauty and the Frizz also has this palette and did a video over it. So just in case you are wondering, I will try to remember to link her in the cards. If not, it is Beauty and the Frizz. She does some great content, and she is an eyeshadow lover like I am. But she's even less of a buyer of other products other than eyeshadow than I am. I mean, sometimes I'll buy bronzers and stuff like that, but you know, eyeshadow is my baby. It's my favorite thing. So there we go. So see how pretty that looks on the eyes though? I love, love, love how that looks. It blends out like a dream. And it kind of just gives a hint of color, which is kind of what I wanted. But I still love these. I want to make a shirt at some point to go along with it. Okay, so now I'm gonna go into that gray brown color, and we're gonna use that to deepen up the crease. Oh yeah, I'm getting very much Darth Vader vibes. Kylo Ren. Who's the, now I can't think of, Emperor Palpatine. Caden is obsessed with Star Wars. To me, it's like, eh. Like, I enjoy The Mandalorian, the show that's on Disney Plus. I feel like it has a better plot, in my opinion, than the Star Wars movies. But you know, everybody to each their own. But I like that more than I do the movies. I don't know. The movies just aren't my favorite. But see how pretty this is? Like, so simple, so easy. Okay, so now what do I want to do? Okay, I think I know what I want to do. Okay, I need a flat brush, little flat brush to do this eye look. But see, I mean, see, it's just really simple, but I mean, it is impactful. I am gonna like blend out my red a little bit more. Yes. We like you. I'm gonna go in and add just a tiny bit more red on that. See, there we go. Adding a little bit more brightness. I felt like it needed it, just a tiny bit. But yeah, sometimes it's kind of how it goes. It's like you put on eyeshadow and you're like, oh, what else do I need to do to it? But you see how well these perform. I mean, like as I said, I have a lot of their palettes. I am a palette person. The first one I got from them is Dapper Darkings, and it is so cute. So I was like, and I love like the creatures and stuff, the monsters that are on it. But there we go. NYX Glitter Glue to the rescue. So now we're gonna just pat that out. I don't know, these multi-chromes like this, the duochromes that are in here are so unique. I have so many colors in my collection, but I feel like these are unique. And I do feel like they really think through their palettes and their color stories, and everything is so cohesive. So I enjoy it. You know, not everybody's going to be behind this type of brand, but because it's, you know, kind of gothy, kind of dark. So I'm going to go in first into that black red duochrome. There we go. And I'm going to apply that all over the outer half of my lid. So pretty. And you can see the shift. That's what I wanted. But I wanted like a dark kind of grungy eye. And that's what this palette is definitely screaming to me, which, you know, if you know, you know. I love grungy eyeshadow. See, I don't know. I love, look how good that looks. I love it. Okay, I'm gonna grab my BK Beauty 206, which is what I used in that gray color, just to kind of make sure the edges are blended, because I don't like an unblended edge. There we go. Okay, so now I'm gonna wipe off my brush, and we're gonna go into that maroon red shade. That was this one. And we're gonna apply that to the front portion of the eye. I love that. That's like a cardinal red shimmer. It is so stinking pretty. I don't know what I was expecting, but this performs better than I thought it would. Like, I mean, I know Notoriously Morbid has amazing stuff and I've used it so many times, but like, I don't know. There's just something about these that is really, really good. I don't know. This color story is, again, it's so unique to my collection. So I enjoy it. Oh, look how pretty that looks. Okay, grabbing my BK Beauty 201, making sure all of my edges are blended because, you know, why not? And they do go with my earrings, don't they? But yeah. Okay, so this is the top of the eyes done. I'm gonna go off camera, do the rest of my face. We'll come back and do the lower lash line and talk about my thoughts on the palette. So I'm back and I have the rest of my face on. I used the Raw Honey blush. I love this blush. I used the Huda Beauty Tan Light for my bronzer, and then for highlight, I used the Skin Fetish Divine Glow Highlighter in Golden Nectar. Still a beautiful highlight by Mama Pat. And then for my waterline, I used the Sisters shade, so it actually matches perfectly with this look. And then on my lips, I used the Witch Bitch from Lunar Beauty. So like a deep red. I am excited. I think that this is looking pretty darn good. So I'm gonna grab a brush and I'm gonna go into this deeper sparkly navy, kind of navy-ish charcoaly black. And I'm going to apply that, this is the Lunar Beauty LB5, towards the outer edge of my eyes. There we go. See how pretty that looks? Just does what it's supposed to. Okay, I'm gonna dust that off and then I'm gonna go into this middle red shade and apply that towards the front of my eye. Pretty simple. Just trying to give it some color. A little bit of something. Okay, I'm gonna grab just a clean BK Beauty 201 and I'm just using that to kind of go over the edges to make sure everything's blended because I want it to be smudgy. I don't want it to be messy. There is a difference, at least for me, of what an eye look like. You know what I'm saying? Like, see how that just kind of cleaned everything up? Makes it nice and pretty. Now we need to add an inner corner. So we're gonna do this white pink duochrome. There we go. See how easy that is? I don't know. I love it. I love it, I love it, I love it. Okay. There we go. Now I'm going to add on a little bit of lower lash line mascara. And I am in love with the final look. What do you think? I think it's stunning. I love this palette. Hopefully they'll come back with this, or hopefully they will make singles of it. And if they do, I will definitely let y'all know. But yeah, I think that this is gorgeous, and definitely keep Notoriously Morbid on your radar if you're interested in trying things from them, because they do kind of go pretty quickly, which is understandable. But yeah, as I said, I'll let you know, and I am super stoked that I have this. But I guess that's it, so we'll see y'all later. Bye.